What I want to do with this video is to briefly outline what makes a dinosaur, and to talk a little bit as well about other animals that weren't actually dinosaurs. Let's start though by focusing on what makes a dinosaur a dinosaur. An awful lot of it is to do with the arrangement of their limbs. How they stood is one of the key differentiators between dinosaurs and reptiles. You can see this quite clearly in the diagrams in box A and box B at the bottom of this slide. Dinosaurs, like we can see in box A there, stood upright on pillar legs. That means their legs were directly underneath their bodies, in the same way that ours are. This gives several different advantages to the dinosaurs. It can support a greater body weight, so the dinosaurs could grow big. It's also allowed for increased speed and duration of movement. With these upright pillar legs then, there's a number of other adaptations that we see within the legs. A ball and socket hip joint, a straight knee, also a straight ankle, all of which are designed to help support weight. And then the ankle bones as well, closely attached to the shin bone. All of these features allow the dinosaurs to evolve big and to evolve to be fast. The origin of the dinosaurs is from the reptiles. There was an evolutionary pathway which led from reptiles back in the Triassic period. After the massive Permian extinction, they were fairly small, as we can see in the diagram here, the archosaurs, which were the forerunners to the true dinosaurs. Small bipeds that just ate small animals. After they'd been around for a few million years, though, they had their opportunity. There was a second mass extinction in fairly shortly after the end Permian one. It happened about 225 million years ago. This gave the dinosaurs the opportunity to evolve and radiate. The first true dinosaurs then, you see some images of them here, have been found in Argentina. Already you can see some of the key features of this group. Okay, you can see from this slide how life has taken various large leaps as we pass through geological time. First evidence of life we find about 3.5 billion years ago. But when we start looking at complex life, vertebrates, I suppose, we need to wait until 545 million years ago when we see evidence of the first fish. Tetrapods, animals with 4 limbs, appeared 380 million years ago. The first reptiles 60 million years later than that. We need to wait till the start of the Triassic period, 250 million years ago, see the first archosaurs, and then the first dinosaurs 230 million years ago. Then really starting to radiate after that mass extinction 225 million years ago. So the key period of time for the dinosaurs is the Mesozoic. Dinosaurs lived in the Mesozoic. Other than birds, which we'll talk about later in the course, they're exclusively confined to this era. We could even call it the age of the dinosaurs. But it was a very different place, very different world to the one we live in today. This is the time of Pangaea, this supercontinent with all the major continental landmasses together. There were other things living at the same time that often get confused for dinosaurs, like the pterosaurs, the flying reptiles. these aren't dinosaurs. These are far more reptilian in their nature. Also in the sea, we see evidence of an incredible variety of marine reptiles, the ichthyosaurs, the plesiosaurs, mosasaurus. Again, none of these are dinosaurs. We also have throughout this time the mammals. Our ancestors evolved about the same time as the dinosaurs, but throughout the Mesozoic, they were comprehensively outcompeted by the dinosaurs. Our ancestors were these small, furry, rat-like things. They didn't get a chance to occupy the ecological niches that were dominated on land by dinosaurs. It was only when the dinosaurs became extinct themselves that mammals could start to radiate, ending up with us. So, to summarise, these are an incredibly successful group of organisms. They dominated terrestrial ecosystems for 160 million years. We find fossils of them on all continents. Although remember, the continents were in different positions to where we find them today. The biggest land animals we've ever seen and have ever existed were dinosaurs. And crucially, for us at least, they prevented the further evolution of the mammals. They stopped the radiation of these groups. So to conclude, dinosaurs are a type of reptile, but they're different. The way they organise their legs, we think as well the way their internal metabolism worked, their behaviours, their structure of the ecosystems built around them were different from what we'd expect from reptiles. They're a fascinating group, and one which we're discovering more and more about as time goes on. It's a very exciting field of geology. Anyway, make sure you come up with your interesting question and bring it along to class. I'll see you then.